All right, welcome everyone to Weekly Bangers with Al. I'm Mike. We got Gronk and we got Cahill. This is a music discovery channel where each week we spin a wheel that consists of the 500 greatest albums of all time, according to Rolling Stones. Then we listen to the album for the week and come back and review and rank it in our tier list. So this week we have Harvest by Neil Young.
That keeps me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old.
So, Neil Young is a Canadian-American singer-songwriter, and he was born in 1945, so he's actually not very young anymore.
Neil Old, yeah.
Tough crowd. And his music is known to blend folk and country and rock, among other genres. His middle name is Percival, thought I'd throw that in. And Harvest, it's his fourth studio album, released in 1972. It was the best-selling album in the US that year. It has 7 album inclusions in our Rolling Stones Top 500 album list, and that puts him at 3rd place with most inclusions, behind only Bob Dylan at 8 and the Beatles at 9. So, pretty cool guy, I suppose. And this album, Harvest, ranks 72nd on the Top 500. His previous studio album, After the Gold Rush, ranks 90th. So very high praise for that. And then a fun fact, after Neil Young wrote his previous album, After the Gold Rush, he returned to his ranch and injured his back while picking up a slab of walnut. So that put him in a brace where he could no longer play electric guitar. And hence he recorded most of Harvest while in a brace and only being able to use acoustic guitar sparingly, so it kind of gives it its mellow sound for the most part. And then some of the livelier, like more electric songs like Alabama, he recorded afterwards, after he had like back surgery, I suppose, for his dodgy discs in his back. So there you go.
That's pretty cool. Although I don't know why he wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to play electric with his back broken.
I saw that as well. Like he
Down
was
for
like
most of the day.
he was in and out of hospital for the 2 years. Saw that as well. I was hoping you wouldn't say it so I could be like, you are a fraud, and then bring it up.
It's kind of like Black Sabbath with Tony Iommi, how like an injury affected the sound of the album. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the injury wasn't cool, I
just shows
suppose.
like
But
I just thought it was funny.
humans are humans.
yeah,
We
it's
get
true.
injured. Life goes on. Like,
What are y'all's thoughts on the album, anyways?
yeah, it's a pretty good album. I already knew a few of the songs on the album: "Old Man," "Heart of Gold," and "The Needle and the Damage Done." 3 I already knew and liked. Yeah, it was quite cool. Like a lot of the songs are about like his girlfriend at the time he met down the ranch. Kind of adds to it. It's kind of interesting lyrics in some of the songs too, like "Old Man," "Needle and the Damage Done," and then some of the kind of love songs as well. Quite a range
Is that
of
the
like
same
topics.
ranch where he broke his back picking walnuts? Same
I'm not
ranch.
too sure, to be honest. Yeah, she probably nursed him back to health, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe gave him a happy ending and he couldn't resist.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, overall, yeah, the album was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Pass you over to Mike now before I cancel myself.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
So I threw this album on with the guitar. The guitar on what's it called? Out for the Weekend. The guitar came on, and then the harmonica came in, and I knew I was gonna love this album, and then I didn't when I listened to it more.
Wow.
So yeah, I was wrong. I do like it a lot, but it's just it wasn't as good as I was expecting. It's weird. I feel like kind of like what I was saying in the Freewheel and Bob Dylan review, where I feel like that this guy has albums that I'm going to like a lot more. And granted, I have more reason to think that with Bob Dylan because I know a lot more songs by him. Like this, I only know one other song by Neil Young outside of this album. But I do still think that this album didn't fully hit for me, but I enjoyed it.
I don't know. I disagree. I thought, Out on the Weekend, I agree that it starts off incredibly strong. I think part of maybe you not enjoying it as much as we put really high expectations on it
I did have
when we
really
spun it last week.
I did.
Yeah, it was my bad.
Hyped it up. Hyped it up to be the greatest album
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Which it's not, in fairness. I still think it's really, really good. but I also wanted it to be like a masterpiece, and I just couldn't justify it being a masterpiece. It's like really, really good, and also not that good at the same time in some parts.
Yeah, there's some songs I'm not even gonna really come back to.
There's 2 songs in there that I thought sound like they should be in a play.
Yeah, 100%.
A Man Needs a Maid and There's a World.
There is a world I think particularly sounds like musical theater,
Yeah.
which is kind of
It's
cool.
really interesting.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did think there
so.
was good variety on the album. Like, it's pretty easy listen. Enough variety with like instruments and stuff. Some are way more tuned down, like mellow, sort of folky songs, and there's more kind of electric, more rock type songs on it too. So I think it's a good mix in that regard. Lyrically as well, he seems really gifted. I didn't
Yeah,
decipher
he's quite
everything that he wrote about. Maybe I just don't have the IQ. I have the IQ of a P, so I couldn't make sense of all the lyrics. But there's
don't know,
definitely
you
some good
probably-
writing in there.
Probably the IQ of like an average 12-year-old. I'll give you that.
It's an upgrade from a P anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's get into our top 5 songs. We give 2 honorable mentions and then our top 3.
My first honorable mention is Words Between the Lines of Age. This is one of the songs I'm talking about where maybe I'm just stupid to understand, like, too stupid to understand the deeper meaning in the lyrics, but I do think the way it's written, like, there's definitely a pretty big message behind it, and even that line, like, Words Between the Lines of Age, sounds like it should be really deep.
Yeah.
I think the way that song opens is really cool, like the transition from the previous song. It's like the ending with clapping, and then boom, it gets right into it. It's like the outro. It's really nice in that way. And my number 4, second honorable mention is Are You Ready for the Country? Yeah, nice lyrics, nice song.
Number 5, I have Out on the Weekend. Yeah, the harmonic is really good in it. Really like it, and guitar's pretty good too.
I agree.
Then number 4, I have Alabama, which again is really good instrumentally. I actually changed, like, my top 3 is pretty solid, but my options for 4 and 5 kind of changed quite a lot.
So for my first honorable mention, I have Out on the Weekend. Starts off nice.
Let's go 2 weeks in a row, please.
We'll see. But yeah, no, the guitar in it is really cool, and the harmonica is class now. Then I have. Sorry, I can't even understand my own notes. What's it called? I'll just cut it out, I suppose. The part where it's where I was looking.
And my yawn there, cut that out too.
Yeah, I mean, I was hardly going to leave in that part where I was going to say I was going to cut out the other part.
Oh, Jesus. I might need a quick bump or something.
What?
Oh, nothing.
We're live now, like the cut is over.
Oh, shit, is this on Twitch?
My second honorable mention is The Needle and the Damage Done. It's just good lyrically.
Speaking of bumps, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
drugs,
okay. All right.
Yeah.
True,
Good lyrically about like heroin and all that. It's pretty good.
For number 3, I have Old Man, which could have been outside the top 5 or outside the top 3 nearly. I don't know, but I know that might not stick well with you. I feel like you'd tout that pretty highly, but no, it's a great song, definitely. It's got a nice build up into the chorus. And now here comes the fucking curveball now. Right?
Okay.
Number 2, I have Heart of Gold.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, that's
Incredible song, really, and it could have been number 1, and maybe like long term, it is the best song on the album. Class instrumentals on it, but I just couldn't, like, the number 1 song for me. It's such a nice like impact on me. I don't know, I'm just so emotionally attached to it. I have to put it at number 1.
nice.
And you actually both have already mentioned it, so
Yeah,
I don't know
number
if you have any
5.
guesses. Yeah,
I
Out
know
on
what
the
it is,
Weekend.
because, yeah, I had a feeling it was that ages ago. Because you, when I said it, you looked like surprised it was so low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dropped a little teaser there. Yeah. Yeah, such a cool song. Like the way it opens up the album, you'd think this is just an absolute masterpiece of an album. Unfortunately, it's not consistent with the rest of the album, but I just love all of it, like the harmonica bits and what he's singing about. I don't know, it's just one of those songs that like it's better than it should be, I suppose, for me. Just like somehow it impacted me in a certain way, and maybe when I heard it or
Fair
what
enough.
I was thinking about, it just like stuck with me more. Yeah, I'm really, really happy I found that song now from this album. That's kind of what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
Discovering.
Yeah, number 3, I have The Needle and the Damage Done. Yeah, exactly the same reasons as you, Mike. It's just really well written lyrically, and it sounds pretty good too. It's short though. I wish it was a bit longer, actually. But
I think if it was
it's a
longer,
really
it would
good
need
song. Yeah,
an extra part to the song.
yeah, maybe I don't know. But it
Maybe.
kind of draws you in with the lyrics mainly.
Yeah, true.
Then I have number 2, Heart of Gold. It's like probably the catchiest song. Uh, actual wholesome song on the album. It's weird how he kind of changes from talking about like heroin to like a love song and stuff. But then number 1, I've Old Man. It's really good lyrically as well. Really thought provoking song, and it's a good blend of like kind of mellow and pretty heavy as well. Then once the chorus comes in,
Yeah,
it's really hard
that
hitting
switch up is
chorus.
really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite. I prefer it than Heart of Gold.
Interesting. Damn. Both of you. It don't
Right,
have
Yeah.
it as
actually.
number 1.
Yeah,
Let's
Well,
see if
mine
that's
wasn't as
right.
crazy, I don't think. Yours was
Yeah.
a shocker.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
My number 3 is Alabama, which is just a good song. One of the electric ones, which is pretty cool. Then number 2, I have Old Man. Cool song, cool premise. I like the switching perspectives at one point, and then the old man's talking and all that. It's a cool song. Number 1 is Heart of Gold. Believe it or not.
Whoa,
Yeah. Shocker.
that can be the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's a really good song. I think it has everything I like about the rest of the songs, but all in one song. Whereas like all of the other songs might have something I like about it, but then doesn't have other things. But I think this one has everything. It has cool guitar. It has really cool harmonica. It has cool lyrics. Like the melody of it. It's a classic. Is there any other songs on the album that you would like to mention?
I was actually close to putting in words between the lines of age. For a bit, I was tempted to put Harvest in, but then I was like, it's a bit too repetitive, I think. I don't know. It's
I
really
was
nice,
going to
but
too.
yeah,
I
It's a
like
very
Travis.
simple.
I
It's a
think
very
it
simple song,
deserves a
but it's
mention.
really nice. I was
Yeah,
considering putting it in my
it
top
is.
five as
Yeah.
well. Guys, a
I think
man needs a
the
maid.
album.
What the fuck? Where did that come from?
Yeah.
What?
That's about his girlfriend as well, I think.
That's like what a crazy thing. Like even if that is like what he thinks, why did he think it was such like an important thing to like make a song about it and have that like something he wants to get out there?
Really dramatic as well. Definitely the most dramatic song.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it
yeah.
sounds really cool with like the orchestra
Yeah.
coming in, especially like in that last chorus.
Yeah.
The it's just like very climactic. But like lyrics like I was thinking that maybe I'd get a maid, find a place nearby for her to stay, just someone to keep my house clean, fix my meals, and go
Yeah.
away a maid.
If it was about like trees or like
A man needs a
architecture
tree,
or
for
something
sure.
more interesting.
I would have
to
put it
hug.
in. If
Or
I
just
thought
say,
it
like,
was as
hug
good,
and
but
whatnot.
A man
I
needs a
just
woman.
didn't.
No, I think I do
Yeah.
think it sounds cool. I like the orchestra in it and like it sounding so like big and the big climax and all that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's me anyway. There was a couple songs that I didn't really love, like your honorable mentions there, Gronk. What's it called?
What are those again? I
Are
forgot.
you ready for the
Oh.
country?
Oh yeah, I don't
and
really like
roads?
Are You Ready for the Country? Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I suppose
Big country fan though, right?
yeah, but I wouldn't even say that song sounds the most country. So maybe that's a paradox there.
I think
It's
it definitely
impossible
does.
because it has it in the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
like
it
the
sounds
whole,
very
just
country.
that whole like mellow kind of folk vibe of the album. That fits with my sort of taste a lot, so I like it probably more than you.
We'll have to find out
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get in
in the next
to the
segment.
rankings.
All right,
10,
3,
What? 10?
3,
9,
3,
2,
3,
2.
What did we review last
3.
week?
What? You don't know what comes after
Oh,
2?
risky.
Oh, all right, let's go. This is easy. 3,
2,
2.
3.
Oh,
What?
there's no
That was my
way you
number.
did that when it was his number. Like 3.
2.
1. C.
B.
B.
Oh,
Hey.
Fair enough.
oh, Mike, thought you were gonna give it lower. You really made it sound like you didn't like him.
I like the
Don't
album,
worry.
but like,
We're only breaking your balls anyway. Yeah.
Yeah,
um,
that was the least intimidating
Yeah.
breaking your balls I've ever heard. To be honest.
I did really want to give it. I wanted to give it an S at the start, and I was like, no, I just can't do that. And then I wanted to give it an
S?
A. I really did. I thought about it.
yeah, okay, that's.
Oh yeah,
fair.
I'd give
Oh
it
yeah,
an A
it's on
before I
the
give it a
first
C.
one.
Definitely.
I think it's good. It's nice to be in there with Bob Dylan. I think they're sort of similar in a way. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't put this as high as Free Willy.
Yeah,
Just
Bob
the-
Dylan's way better.
can we have a respectful discussion there about how the hell Black Sabbath got an A ranking?
Because it's the best album we've listened to.
Yeah, do you know what? Actually, it's a bit.
It's just not.
Maybe
Like,
Free Wheeling's better.
it's just
Actually,
not. It
It's
is.
what?
It is
Free Will.
definitely better.
What? Free
Free
Willing's
Wheeling
not.
actually might.
Free
I
Wheeling.
think
Free
Wheeling
Willin'
has
is a
better,
50.
like long term.
It's a 50-50 though, in terms of songs.
I think there's songs that are or albums that are 2 tiers above Free Wheeling. Then
Yes, 100%. As an
2
album,
tiers.
yeah. As an album,
Yeah,
yeah.
there probably is a difference.
Okay, so Harvest, is that better or worse than Marquee Moon by Television?
Better.
I'll go better as well. I think actually.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have, Mike, would you?
Well, I put Marquee Moon in a D, so.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Okay, Free Will and Bob Dylan.
it's absolutely crazy.
It's worse than
It's
that
better.
anyway.
Yeah, it's worse, I think too.
Yeah, Free Will and Bob Dylan's better. Okay, so
yeah.
it goes between the two. All right, let's see what we have for the next week of listening. Let's go.
Blood on the Tracks, come on.
Blood on the Tracks.
It has to be Blood on the Tracks. Oh, what is this?
Pretty cool. R&B, another switch up of genres. That's great. Love to see that. 9 songs, 35 minutes. Another album from the 70s, 1973. Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. You looking forward to it?
Should be interesting.
It's always hard to tell when you
Don't
don't
know.
previously know
Yeah.
Yeah,
much of
Exactly.
it. But
but I'm happy to get a
new
different genre.
listening, new music.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to listen to Call Me by Al Green for the coming week, and then come back here next Monday for the review. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you all for watching.